This is a review of the Homax heavy-duty easy gate system. I wanted to show just a couple things about this system, because I had a couple questions when I was looking at it online and wasn't able to get easy answers. The first was, for the heavy-duty system, which are fairly wide on each bracket, how far apart are they already? Or how wide can they, what's the minimum width the gate has to be, I guess would be a better way to put that. And what I came out with here is 28 inches. As you can see right now, I have the two sides of the gate basically touching. And from there you can simply slide outward. So there's no outer dimension in particular. These could be fairly far apart because of how strong these centerpieces are. But you know, the most common dimensions for a door for a residential are going to be 30 inches or 36 inches. And you're going all the way up from there, you know, up to 4 feet even. So I'm planning a 3-foot door in order to make sure that these brackets weren't so wide that they were going to be touching or, you know, couldn't even make it happen. So that's not a problem. The other question that I had that I wanted to answer was, what kind of dimensional lumber can you use on this? So I set up a few scrap boards here just to show what I meant. And as you can see, the brackets that are over here by the hinge actually nest the board right inside of them. So the 2x4 fits right into there. Let me pick up this other 2x4 just so you can see. It fits right into there. There's very little play, and that makes these really strong. It's basically hugging the 2x4 that's supporting the hinge side of the gate on both the top and the bottom. Right, so that's a pretty strong system, and it's a great idea, but it does limit you on the one side to a 2x4. On the other side, let me swing over here, back again. It doesn't actually limit you, because you could have a 2x6 here sticking further out, but it is sort of designed for a 2x4. So the 2x4 snugly just fits right in there, and it looks a lot better. If you put a 2x6 in there, you wouldn't see so much that it wasn't there, but it would look a little funny. There'd be a gap here between the top board and the support board on the side. Look a little funny. Now the top and the bottom, on the other hand, there really isn't a limit. So I have a 2x6 laid across over the top here. Let me take these off so I can show you more closely. And again, this is all just scrap lumber, so don't pay any attention to the wood. I just wanted to show you that a 2x6 over the top really doesn't look particularly funny, odd or funny. It's something that can work if you want to do that. Again, these are strong enough that, and these go far enough that unless you're going a particularly long distance, I don't think you have to worry about horizontal sag using a 2x4. But you know, for whatever reason you wanted to use a 2x6, these frames don't prevent you from doing that on the top or on the bottom. And these are essentially, just to be clear, the brackets on the left side with the hinges and the brackets on the right side without are pretty much identical. There's just two pairs of them. So you don't really have to worry about top and bottom. And the final thing I'll show you just real quick is that these do come with some pretty heavy-duty painted screws. As you can see, they'll sink pretty far into the wood. So that's about it. I just wanted to show the dimensional lumber aspect and show the spacing aspect of these brackets. They're really nice. They're very heavy. They are just painted metal, and I've already noticed in some spots, even just in unpackaging them, that there's a little bit of wear on some of the corners. If you're in an area like a coastal area where there's a lot of rust, it is possible for these to eventually rust if the paint wears off. They're just painted metal, but the paint is pretty solid and pretty good. A nice heavy duty, almost looks like you know, barbecue paint if you look at it. And it's got pretty good coverage. And you know, in general, I think this is a really good kit. I'm probably not going to be able to tell you for some years whether these might eventually rust out, but there isn't that much exposed, except for the crossbar coming across here. There isn't that much exposed metal, you know, just in the inside of the wood. So I'm not really too worried about it. It's not going to look bad if there's a little rust, and you could always paint them if you wanted to. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks.